So now I'm going to do the most classic dish from a bistro classic, in fact. Quiche is a very good dish, in fact. The problem, all the supermarkets, they bastardize it. If you go to the supermarket and you want to buy a quiche, they put you off of quiche for the rest of your life, because they don't do it properly, of course. So but when it's done properly, a quiche is a very nice dish. From a quiche is a basic dish in a way, but you can do other dish with same recipe, same ingredient, but maybe you can put like leeks inside. And the name will be a flamish, and it will be for north of France because they produce a lot of leeks. And they put a different cheese. They will put a maroilles cheese instead to put a Gruyere cheese. So and you can do it with mushroom. You can do it with quite a bit of ingredient. You can even do it with mussel, why not? You can do it with a lot of fish. So, but the idea is always the same. The crust and the mix is milk, cream, eggs, always the same. So first we'll start by doing the pastry. It's called a pâte à français, and it's a special pastry where just we use for doing those type of tart. It's no sugar at all, so it's not sweet, because when you put sugar, it's for pudding. This one is the same, very similar, but no sugar at all. We use flour. What we do with the flour, we make a well. It's called a well. Or we call it a well, but it looks maybe like a volcano too. So you make a hole in the middle. That's it. That is, with that hole, we put the ingredient, the liquid ingredient. We add some salt, 4 eggs, and a bit of water. So with your finger, you break the eggs, and slowly you absorb a little bit of flour at a time. And if you got what you call that, a RoboCoupe or any machine like that at home, will do the job. So little by little, you take a bit of flour. That's it. And I'm going to put the batter now. The machine is faster than me, of course, but I think to play with the flour and the butter and the eggs, is quite therapeutic, It's quite fun in a way. In that recipe, we got flour, 500 grams, butter, 400 grams, eggs, 4 eggs, pinch of salt, a bit of salt, and 100 grams of cold water. That's it. And you mix it until all the butter it absorbs the flour, so there's no more flour on the table. So when you are there, what you do with the palm of your hand, you do like that. That will make sure all the butter mix very well with the flour. And it's called in French we call fraiser la pâte. Okay, then that pâte à français. Now I'm going to put it in the fridge to solidify a little bit, because it's soft and it will be quite impossible to work. Now the pastry is solidified a little bit, so I can work with it. That's it. So flour on the table. Don't put too much flour, because it's not good. It's raw flour, and it's not that good when you eat it after. So minimum of flour, but enough to stop sticking from the table. A bit of flour on a roller pin, and we roll. As we roll, we got to keep the pastry round, looking round. The dish is round, so I got to keep it round. So you can see that time to time I turn it. So make sure the pastry should be, you roll the pastry to roughly a millimetre and a half, no more than 2 for sure, you know, because you don't want to finish with a big crust like that. It's not very nice when you eat it, you know. The case is just to hold everything. What you want to enjoy is the middle part of it. Eh? So that's big enough. So what you do, you put it like that, and you roll, it goes around the roller pin. You bring your case like that, take the roller pin, and you do that. You unroll it on top. It's quite easy to do. Make sure the pastry fell inside the case. With your finger, you push it to the corner of the dish. What you can do is cut a little bit of the pastry, the one we are not going to use. Roll it like that, a touch of flour, not too much, and you press like that. You see? Now, young people, what they do, young chefs, they will do that, put it like that in the oven, cook it like that. So, and when it's cooked, they will cut all the outside. Well, I think it's quite stupid, because you lose a lot of pastry. So when I was in school as a young boy, they teach us to do something else. When it's done like that, you go with the roller pin over the mold, like that. So it's cut. It's cut. You remove that, and you can make it a nice, mix it together. You can use it for another one or for something else. And you got to push with your thumb, you push the pastry up. I want the pastry to rest on the edge of the tart, of the mold, like that when you cook it doesn't fall inside. Huh? Now you take a fork, and with the fork you make some holes at the bottom of the tart. It's just in case, you know, suddenly the dough decides to rise. So you don't want that, you don't want to achieve that. So you just make few holes like that with a fork. So now I'm going to do a cartouche. So a cartouche is a piece of paper, grease-proof paper. You fold in two again, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut it the shape of the tart. But I want it to come out, it got to be larger than the tart, because that will help to park back the pastry. So I'll go like that, check if I cut it here. Should be okay. I hope so. I will put it there. Again, push the paper, the cartouche right to the corner of the pastry. And I'm going to put some rice on the top, inside. The rice is just to keep the pastry down, you know. The rice has got nothing to do with the quiche. It's not involved in a final product, you know. So don't worry, the rice is not part of the recipe. It's just to hold it. At the same time, I like to leave a little empty spaces, because always when the tart is getting soggy, if it gets soggy, it's always in the middle. It's not on the side. And I don't know, because maybe it cooks faster on the outside than in the middle. So I always leave a little mark like that, you know. So next I'm going to park back the pastry in an oven at 160 degrees Celsius for roughly 20 minutes. It doesn't need to be completely baked. It's just part baking the pastry, that's all. Eh? So now I'm going to prepare the mix. The mix consists of bacon, cheese, eggs, milk, and double cream. Plus, of course, seasoning and a little bit of nutmeg. First, I'm going to cook the bacon to develop the taste of it, you know. And you got to use a bacon, a piece of, in French we call it poitrine, a poitrine fumée, with very the same thing as bacon, so not too fatty. So by pan frying the bacon in advance, you can develop the smell, All the smell already smells beautiful, And it will turn just a bit a brownish color with quite appetizing, quite nice, So just a few more minutes and it will be ready. So it's important to use some very good bacon or poitrine fumée. That's it. So now I'm going to mix all the rest together. It's quite an easy and very easy process. So we got 3 eggs, whole eggs. And 3 yolk of egg. That's it. 3 egg, 3 yolk. Next, 375 grams of milk. Same quantity of double cream, 375 grams. Mix it. Salt. Be careful with the salt because the bacon will be a bit salty. Black pepper. I'm going to put a little bit of nutmeg. I love nutmeg, so, and I think it goes very well with the quiche. Now we go with the Gruyere cheese. The real recipe involves Gruyere cheese, but you can put any hard cheese, will be good too, But if you want to call it Quiche Lorraine, you put Gruyere. And I'm going to put the bacon in it. It's okay? I'm going to check if the tart is ready. Yes, it looks ready. Take it out of the oven. You got to be careful because it's quite hot, so when you remove it from the oven, take a cloth or pepper is okay, but the mould, the dish is quite hot. That you can keep it for the next one. It will keep for a long, long time. I'm going to put it on a tray because as you can remove the bottom part of it, is to be safe. It's better to be safe than sorry. So, voilà. I'll drop the mix into the case. And the tart go back in the oven at 170 for roughly 30 minutes. I'm going to check if the quiche is ready now. Yes, it looks perfect. That's a beautiful quiche. When you want to check if the quiche is ready, you move it like that, and you find it's solid. That means it's ready. You can see it's bind together. So now the quiche is cooked, and you got to let it cool down on its own for a few minutes because if it's too hot, cut it too hot, it will maybe the filling will move out a little bit. So it's always better to leave it a good 15 minutes outside just to start to cool down. So to remove it from the mold are very easy mold because the bottom part lifts by itself, you know, like that. And that's it. So I'm going to cut a portion of it. So what is a portion? It depends on how much hungry you are. So. And now you have a classic bistro dish, a quiche Lorraine. Bon appétit.